Let's continue with this extraordinary book. Healing Your Inner Child reveals a universal truth. Each of us carries an inner child within. This child is the most sensitive, vulnerable, but also the most authentic part of our being. When it is hurt, it creates blockages, fears, and suffering within us that influence our adult life without us realizing it. This book is a true key to understanding our deep blockages, and especially to learning how to overcome them. Each chapter provides a powerful insight to reconnect with the inner child that lives within each of us. Chapter 1. Understanding the Inner Child. Key. Quote, every human being harbors within, like a Russian doll, two selves, one adult, the other childlike. This means that regardless of our age, part of us remains that wounded, joyful, fragile, or curious child. Ignoring it is denying a part of ourselves. Healing keys. Write a letter to your inner child starting with, I see you, I know you exist. Observe during your day the moments when your inner child reacts. Jealousy, fear of abandonment, disproportionate anger. Chapter 2. Invisible Wounds. Key. Quote, it is actually the inner child that guides the steps of the adult. A true guardian angel, when childhood was happy and secure, it risks becoming a persecutor. If it was a victim of abuse or had to witness helplessly the suffering of its parents. This means that if your childhood was difficult, the inner child can become a hindrance. It repeats wounds, prevents you from trusting, or draws you toward toxic relationships. Keys to healing. Reflect on your story. Note recurring wounds, abandonment, rejection, humiliation. Put words to what you have experienced, because what is left unsaid remains in the body. Chapter 3. Embracing your emotions. Key. Quote, happiness is not synonymous with the absence of difficulties, but with the ability to endure them without fighting in order to overcome them. Nabati tells us here that refusing your suffering only strengthens it. Suppressed emotion becomes an inner poison. Healing keys. Next time an emotion rises, simply say, I welcome you. Move your body, walk, dance, breathe deeply to let the energy pass. Chapter 4. Repetitive patterns. Key. Quote, the adult, carried away by their little girl or little boy inside, reproaches themselves for their childishness, constantly repeating, I don't know what got into me. How many times have we acted against our will? These automatic reactions are imprints of the inner child. Healing keys. Keep a journal of situations where you feel overwhelmed. Note the reaction and the emotion that triggered it. Ask yourself, how old was the version of me that reacted? Chapter 5. Suffering and Grief. Key. Quote, depressiveness is the normal backlash of all these losses, whose fulfillment, on the contrary, promotes growth and fulfillment. Here Nabati explains that sadness and moments of emptiness are not diseases in themselves, but necessary stages for growth. Keys to healing. Allow yourself to cry over a relationship, a life stage, a loss. Create a symbolic ritual. Write a farewell letter. Burn a piece of paper with a wound written on it. Plant a tree to honor a loss. Chapter 6. Accept pain instead of fleeing from it. Key quote. True suffering arises from denial, from struggle. Conversely, it falls away like a bellows as soon as it is recognized and accepted. Fleeing or denying pain is what causes it to persist. Keys to healing. In the evening, take 5 minutes to write, today I felt, and note without judgment. Practice mindfulness meditation on your breath when pain arises. Chapter 7. Self-acceptance. Key quote. Happy people accept what they have and who they are in the present, their adulthood, their gender, their wealth, without being devoured by nostalgia or utopia. Happiness comes when you stop trying to be someone else, when you stop comparing yourself. Keys to healing. In front of the mirror, repeat every day, I accept myself as I am today. List 3 qualities or victories of your day, even small ones. Remember that you are the one who creates the rules in your life. See my next video on this topic. Conclusion: healing your inner child is a journey. It's not a magic wand, but every time you recognize your child, accept your pain, break free from a repetitive pattern, you move toward more freedom and inner peace. And remember, it's not only Nabati who talks about this. All major schools of psychology and spirituality mention this child within us because it is real, because he needs to be seen, heard, loved. Love yourself and accept yourself exactly as you are, and think about subscribing for more healing and evolution. I love you, Maya.